MetaGoblin. What is the secret info?
So ever since I released the 4th episode of my Stranglethorn Vice series, there have
He's
been
done a couple of these.
a number of developments. Developments, surprisingly, from Blizzard themselves. It seems that my videos have successfully snowballed the topic of gold selling and GDKPs in the community. Thank you, by the way, to everyone who has posted my videos on the WoW forums. One of the posts actually did blow up to about 300 posts, and this really is a kick in the teeth for Blizzard because it truly is an embarrassment for them that one of their most trending topics on their forums is gold selling. We as a community have successfully encouraged Blizzard to change. And I'm not just talking about the policy on GDKPs. There's a number of different things happening in the background that we will cover in this video, which are quite interesting. Before we jump in, guys, if you want early previews of my videos, I'm now posting a lot of that kind of content on my Instagram, so please give me a follow. I don't think people fully realise just how good remote PC software has revolutionised in the past few years. Why am I mentioning this? Well, imagine if you could level your WoW characters and farm gold while sitting at a bus stop or waiting for the girlfriend that you don't have to put her makeup on. Well, these days you can so easily with the app or Sun Remote. It very easily connects to your PC. You can turn your PC on remotely also with your phone with the smart plug they provide. Then you can use the specially made World of Warcraft keyboard to control your character. I've been doing this while I've been on holiday, literally sat on a sun lounger, fishing up lot boxes on my hardcore character for gold. As you can see, it's very...
Chad, if you guys are on a vacation, just don't play WoW. Don't just in fact try not to even fucking think about WoW. Just don't play WoW. Just take a couple days off. It's fine. You don't play WoW in like a suboptimal. It's not even gonna be good. It's not even gonna be a good WoW experience, right? I would rather have no WoW experience than a bad WoW experience.
Very easy to get the World of Warcraft keyboard set up, and it's totally customizable. I was able to easily control my character and press all of my keybinds while leveling up my hardcore character. There's a free trial where you can fully test the app's features, and if you end up liking the app, you can get the game version. It works both on Android and iOS, and you can find all the information in the description down below about getting that free 7-day trial.
Oh, wow.
So the GDKP is now a bannable offence. Blizzard have actually sent out a number of very threatening emails to people who have already participated in GDKPs to prove to players, yes, we are capable of...
Can I have my little I told you so moment? For years I've been saying that Blizzard should shut down GDKPs, and then people have always said, well, stay safe, how would they do that? How do you just shut down GDKPs? And what I always said was, well, I think all they have to do is drop a blue post threatening to ban people if they are facilitating GDKPs. And then they would say, there's no way they would be able to know who's doing GDKPs. There's no way they could do it. It would never work. Well, guess what they did? They dropped a blue post. All the GDKPs stopped. And anyone that tries to facilitate GDKPs, they're getting banned. It's working. It actually was just that simple. It was just as simple as it seemed like it was.
Tracking whether you have been
pretty much
in a GDKP and you will get banned. Now, unfortunately, there is already a GDKP workaround in the making that involves pre-bidding on a separate entity like Discord, and then the trading of enchanting materials instead of gold, or actually real money. We will...
This is the... There's a word I want to use. This is so fucking... Gibby gobby, this is glooby gloopy gloppy gloopy glibby glibby globby gloopy goo goo giggy giggy goo goo giggy gaga goo goo giggy gaga glibby glooby globby. That's what this is.
We'll do a full investigation into this in a follow-up video. But this isn't the only change Blizzard have implemented. As I mentioned in my latest STV video, gold farmers very often purchase game time with Argentinian debit cards to reduce the cost of the sub fee. This is because Argentina is experiencing a pretty severe financial crisis of inflation, and Blizzard have a policy to make WoW affordable around the world by reducing...
Okay, ew, oh, gross. Ew. I'm gonna look at the apples while I pause the video here for a minute. God, ew. Apples though, apples are nice. I was putting together a plan, and I need your guys' help. I had this crazy idea. Why don't we, as a community, purchase the entire country of Argentina? And we can make it a gamer's paradise. We can make it a gamer nation. It's a gamer nation, and we can buy the entire country. And we can kick out all of the Argentinians. They can go somewhere else. Gotta go. You're out of here. Maybe some of them can stay. A couple of them. Yeah, there's a couple that could stay, but most of them need to go. And we're going to turn Argentina into a gamer nation.
Of inflation. And Blizzard have a policy to make WoW affordable around the world by reducing the sub fee. Now, I exposed this in my previous video, and now Blizzard have actually totally removed this policy. Previously, you could essentially buy game time in Argentinian currency for half the price, but now it looks like people who live in Argentina experiencing those financial difficulties will actually have to pay triple the usual sub fee. So with this policy in mind, how difficult now is it for gold sellers to make a profit? Well, instead of paying $7, they will now pay $15 to set up an account, although there's probably workarounds with that anyway. But anyway, they do make $40 per account per day. So this really isn't a huge deterrent, but it is a slight deterrent.
$40. How many days are in a month? Probably like 30 or something. Yeah, okay, so 30 times 40. You're making $1,200 per account. Bro, if you just have 10 accounts, if you are botting, is this real? If you are botting on 10 accounts and selling the gold you're making, let's shave off $2,000. You have some overhead, you have your electricity, you have to pay for the accounts, whatever. Okay, let's say you're making $10,000 a month botting WoW accounts and selling WoW gold.
And the important thing to consider is,
dude, we have solved the homelessness crisis. You know all the homeless people downtown Seattle, downtown Portland, downtown San Francisco. We can put these guys to work farming gold. We don't need bots. We don't need Chinese bots. We don't need Argentinian bots. We have an untapped labor force. And they honestly, they don't really need to sleep a whole lot because they're on methamphetamine. We can put them to work. They can make money.
When you have a number of small deterrents acting together, stacked up together, this does create a larger difficulty for gold sellers. But what else are Blizzard doing? Well, they tease they're developing new tech, apparently, to tackle gold sellers.
Oh.
How true is that? Well, I have heard multiple reports that they're implementing an idea that actually came up from an early Stronger Form Vice episode, and that is human verification. So Blizzard have actually added human verification captures on the login screen when you are trying to log in to WoW on multiple clients on the same PC. This again is a small deterrent because it means gold sellers will now have to manually type in that capture.
Guys, where are the bots right now in World of Warcraft? If I am a bot, what am I doing? Like, what do I search like Shadowfang Keep? Where are the bots? Hold up. What are these level 40 mage? What's going on here? I think these guys are just boosting. I think they're just normal players probably boosting. Yeah, they're probably boosting. No, like if you have a bot, what's the best way to bot? How are you making your money right now? Where are you? Where are you? Because in phase 1 you had, I think, level 15 rogues were out there pickpocketing Czech Stranglethorn. Which class and which level do you think? Because normally you can just like kind of, you think now it's like open world bots. I don't know. Stranglethorn Veil. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, what are like 30 rogue? No. 35 rogue. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just blindly popping off here. You think the bots are even that high? Stockades. Stockade. No one is even. No one's even there. No, I mean, bro, like literally, no one is even there. I know that I'm Horde, guys. I know that I'm Horde, but still, you can have people in stockades. It's possible. Wait, I'm Horde? Oh, yo, this isn't Stormwind? Oh, fuck, I thought this was Stormwind. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I don't know. Yo, where do you think they would be? I don't know. Let's keep watching MetaGoblin video. I don't know.
From time to time,
we'll find them.
On
We will
their
find them.
Accounts, which will slow down their gold per hour. If you found the video interesting so far, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. These videos take ages to make, particularly when it comes to the research. Or would really appreciate it. Blizzard are also getting better at doing hardware bans. This is where they directly ban your PC's ID, so that you can't just make a new account on the same PC. As we know, most gold sellers do use virtual machines to subvert this ban.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. I was going to say, man, dude, if they hardware banned one of these, like, you'd have like 40 accounts go out. But they use virtual machines. You don't even need computers anymore.
But nonetheless, this introduces another layer of difficulty. But unfortunately, we still are quite far away from the ideal situation. The World of Warcraft anti-cheat software is nowhere near good enough in the fight against fly hackers. I mean, we've even got to the point where fly hackers are so popular and prevalent that streamers like Showbeck are shamelessly getting boosted by fly hackers while live on Twitch.
Holy shit, the angel saw the fucking wings sprouted, baby. Hell yeah, the wings sprouted.
I mean, if
dude, who remembers? This must have been 3.5 or 4 years ago. I was on my Boomkin. This is during Classic Vanilla. It's like maybe 2020, and I was gonna do a little bit of Zul'Gurub boosting on my Boomkin, and I this was on stream, and I linked up with a mage, Zul'Gurub booster, and I zoned into the raid. And this mage is clearly Chinese. He has a Chinese name, and he's typing all Chinese. He's typing. Can I say? Anyway, he was Chinese. Okay, this mage was Chinese, and so I give this guy his gold. And he says, like, okay, wait there. He says, wait there. So I stand here, and I give him the gold. And this guy just fucking, just right into the air, and then starts fly hacking around the fucking instance. And I watched, I was like, oh, wow. I watched him fly right up, and I said, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I just walked away from the gold. I left group, and I walked out of the raid. This was happened 3.5 or 4 years ago.
Hackers are confident enough to show themselves fly hacking on a live stream. It's painfully obvious that we have a serious problem. Recently, Microsoft sacked nearly 2,000 staff employees from Activision Blizzard, and according to an interview of Aftermath, who interviewed former employees, almost all of those staff members were game masters, all within the field of customer support.
That's actually hard to believe that Blizzard had this many game masters in the year 2024. Because this happened just like a month ago. I can't even believe that they still had that many of them.
Or within the field of customer support. Now, we interviewed a former GM who more or less confirmed that WoW GMs don't have an active role in detecting bots on live servers. The truth is they really are just an hourly ticket machine who barely ever logs into the game. You see, Blizzard's approach is to focus on analysing data to detect gold farmers rather than a hands-on approach. My theory is that they are investing into more automated systems and tech to find bots rather than employing a human to do this job. What seems to already be happening in the gold farming world is that people are obviously doing their farms in instances, and they are getting teleported underwater to obviously go and die of like fatigue or something. So it won't surprise me if they're basically going to introduce a system where if people are farming too much in instances, or it's a bit dodgy, you know, they're displaying suspicious data, they will automatically get teleported to somewhere where they are going to die, which would be a very good thing. But to be honest, this is a real problem in the 21st century in general. So many jobs are being replaced by software and AI, etc. You know, why pay multiple people 30 grand a year when you can pay one person to design some software that does their job instead for around about, you know, 10.
But the question is the software working? Does it seem to be working? Not well enough. What if you had both? What if you just had some people doing the job, cracking down on bots, some GMs finding bots manually, and then you also had some software kind of supplementing that, right? What is this here?
Unboon to reboon. Like if you just use another boon in your bag, Oh, fuck you, you piece of shit. Yo, report that.
Oh, wow. Well, he's probably just lagging. He's probably not even fly hacking. He probably just lagged out. Oh, yeah, that guy's probably lagging too. That happens all the time. Where I fly through the air when I'm lagging. That happens all the time. I wouldn't worry about that.
£1,000. In my humble opinion, humans should be working alongside these automated systems that acquire suspicious player data. There should be a combination of dedicated in-game GMs, finding bots, and using data analysis to find them. Even if we had one GM per server skulking the known gold farming spots like...
If they did, it would be huge. Even like one GM per 5 servers. Seriously. So, you know when a GM pops up in chat, they have like the little Blizzard logo next to their name? I don't know if you guys saw, probably 3 or 4 days ago, there was a GM that popped up in Crusader Strike, Stranglethorn Vale chat. And he was typing something about... there was an actual GM in the general chat of Stranglethorn Vale and Crusader Strike a couple days ago. And everyone was fucking talking about this. People in Discord servers, I had people come in my chat, yo, did you see the GM? And guild chat, people were talking about, yo, there was a GM in general chat. And like, it was like big news. And it's kind of depressing because that kind of like shouldn't be big news. I wish the GMs were more present. Think about how important and moralizing that was and how motivating that was for the entire server was talking about that. It got every player talking about it. The fact that there was a GM in general chat, that sends a very positive message. Hey, I'm a GM. I'm here. I'm keeping an eye on things, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish there was a lot more of that. And that's how it was back in the day. If you played WoW, 10, 15, maybe 15, maybe not quite 10, 15 years ago, that's how it was. GMs were a little bit more active. They were a little bit more present. It's true.
GMs, finding bots, and using data analysis to find them. Even if we had one GM per server skulking the known gold farming spots like how it was SFK in Phase 1 or Black Temple in Rev Classic, it would be an improvement. The problem is, you have to pay that GM in a ballpark of 30 grand per year, and you still have piles and piles of customer tickets to deal with. Every game company obviously has a budget, and expenditure in the anti-cheat field really doesn't directly lead to a bonus in profits. And this is why many developers, they just don't spend a great amount of resources in this field.
30K a year? Yeah, that's probably what they would pay a GM. Don't you think? I was actually looking at the other day. I don't know why this popped in my head, but I was like, okay, if you're a police officer and you're in like rural Idaho, if you're a police officer right here in fucking Arco, Idaho, this random town, how much do you make a year? How much are you making to be a cop? And the answer was like $35,000 to be a cop. 35 grand for a small town, middle of nowhere USA cop. Not a whole lot, right? And that's a cop. And so yeah, so if you're a World of Warcraft game master hunting bots at the I don't know where's the, I think it's at the Austin, Texas Blizzard studio, wherever they have their fucking facility where they used to have their game masters in Austin, Texas. Yeah, you're probably making 30 grand. Maybe might even be 25. I don't know. Who knows?
Across the board, let's be honest, because I'd rather spend it in a field that drives up revenue. Like,
it's in Irving. No, they have a Texas location also. In fact, almost, as far as I understand, almost all of the GMs that they ever had were actually in Texas. The majority of the GMs in America, at least, were always in Texas.
Obviously paying...
But the Blizzard dev studio is in Anaheim. Yeah.
A developer to make some new content for the game. Now, I think there's a big but to that statement. You see, if more irritating people like me continuously publicize the issue of RMT in World of Warcraft, then the company will see a revenue drop as a consequence, and therefore they'll have to spend more resources into investing into anti-cheat stuff to essentially like damage control the loss of players paying that subscription fee. Which is why it is important for videos like this or videos from different creators to be publicized as much as possible, you know, by you guys sharing it with as many people as you can, you know, putting it in your guild Discord, whatever, or getting your favorite streamer to react to it by posting it on their Reddit page.
We need to get Asmongold to react to this.
Next video. Ciao.
That's a great video. First off, let me link that video again. You guys should like and subscribe to that. We can crowdfund a salary for more GMs. More importantly, to have at least one GM going around spooking people like ghosts. Yeah, I think we actually probably cannot crowdfund a salary for GMs. I like that idea. I like that spirit. I like the spirit behind the idea, but I think we probably actually cannot get away with crowdfunding a salary for GMs. I think that's probably not going to happen. But you all should go like and subscribe to this video. Everyone should go check the video out. Great video. Thank you, MetaGoblin. Thank you, people. Dude, I'm sure some people would do it for free. In fact, this is an idea we've talked about as well. Who here has played old school RuneScape where they have player moderators? Maybe a player moderator system for Classic WoW would not be so bad, where you have very highly trusted people that can maybe dispense silences or bans or something like that. Or at a minimum, maybe the reports of player moderators have a higher priority in the report system, right? So if a player moderator reports you, then that person has like a much higher priority up in the... Yeah, so it could be the case. Ugh, I would abuse that power. Well, that's why you shouldn't be a player moderator. You know what? As far as I know, within the OSRS community, player moderators have always been a really good thing for the game. Seriously. And of course, they don't give them out to random people. These are people that are kind of vetted, kind of trusted. They've got a lot of playtime. These are fucking, they've never had any behavioral problems with these people. I think the player moderators have always been kind of good. Didn't they already try that with the community table thing? They have a community council on the forums where community council members on the forums get some amount of access to Blizzard staff on the forums. But as I understand it, I think the community council was actually just sort of performative and that nothing ever really happened. Keep in mind, Blizzard created the community council just as the sexual assault stuff was coming out 2 or 3 years ago. And I think it was sort of like an optics move rather than an actual functional move. It didn't bring a lot of... It was sort of a PR move, yeah. And so I remember this was probably 3 or 4 months ago. I was reading a big thread. Not all of them, but a lot of the community council members in the forums were sort of having a little riot. They were saying Blizzard hasn't even talked to us in months. What the fuck is the point of the council if Blizzard is not even going to communicate with us? And so it seems like it was just kind of not nothing was really happening. I guess they were mad about it. I thought I was special. I thought I was a special community council member, and no one's even listening to me. No one's even talking to me. That's what they were saying. Blah, blah, blah.